Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. This morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Just a reminder that I will not be here tomorrow or Friday. I have a knee surgery early tomorrow morning that'll have me out for a couple of days, but I hope to hobble back into the office by Monday, so I will be back then. Of course, don't forget to download that TipRanks mobile app if you want to access the wisdom of thousands of Wall Street analysts on the go. Links will be in the description down below. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are in the red this morning. Right now, Dow futures are down 0.55%, S&P 500 futures down 0.79%, and NASDAQ futures down 1.26%. After a technical glitch led to several trading halts after the opening bell yesterday, the New York Stock Exchange said that some trades will be canceled. The New York Stock Exchange said that a system issue distorted pricing for some securities and prevented trading limits from being used. Those trades would now be reviewed as clearly erroneous, and some of the trades would be declared null and void. Amazon workers in central England are striking over pay issues. There are 300 employees that are likely to take part in the 24-hour strike action. Workers are said to be unhappy with a pay increase of 50 pence per hour, which they argue is well below inflation. Workers are also demanding better working conditions, raising concerns over working hours, high injury rates, and the unrelenting pace of work. The Amazon stock is currently rated a strong buy among analysts with an average upside of 37%. 3 new companies will be joining the S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrat Index. This marks companies that have been paying and increasing their dividend for 25 years straight. This will bring the index's total members up to 67. The newcomers include J.M. Smuckers, known for their jams and jellies, C.H. Robinson Worldwide, who handles logistics for customers, including freight, and Nordsons, known for their coatings and sealants. Shares of Broadcom and VMware are down slightly in the pre-market after the UK's Competition and Markets Authority said they would be investigating the proposed $61 billion acquisition. This marks the beginning of their formal inquiry and ends their initial announcement that was made back in November. They will be inviting comment to see if the proposed deal would negatively impact competition in Britain. They have until March 22nd to make a decision. And shares of RocketLab are on the rise after the company had their first successful launch from U.S. soil. Their Electron rocket was launched from their RocketLab Launch Complex 2 at the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport in Virginia. Prior to this mission, the company had launched 32 Electron rockets from their private orbital launch site located in New Zealand. The mission was followed by the deployment of 3 satellites, which increases the total number of RocketLab satellites in orbit to 150. Their stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of 117%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. In the after hours today, all eyes will be on Tesla along with IBM and Lam Research. In the pre-market this morning, we're hearing from Abbott Labs, ASML Holding, and NASDAQ. In the after hours last night, we heard from Microsoft. They posted mixed results, but the stock is falling due to disappointing future guidance. They reported earnings of $2.32 per share, beating expectations by 1 cent, and revenue of $52.7 billion, which was $450 million shy of estimates. Their results showed that their cloud business has slowed, and their CEO said that, as we expected, our results reflect weaker demand in all end markets with the exception of automotive. The stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of over 16%. And shares of Intuitive Surgical are also falling, currently down over 8% after they saw their net income decline. Their revenue of $1.66 billion was in line with expectations, while their earnings per share of $1.23 missed by 2 cents per share. Their net income for the quarter declined 12% to $336.7 million as increasing operating expenses weighed them down. Their stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of over 11%. Moving to the pre-market this morning, we've heard from AT&T, who did beat on earnings estimates. Their Q4 earnings per share came in at 61 cents, which was 4 cents ahead of analyst expectations. They reported just over 1.1 billion subscribers in total postpaid net adds in the fourth quarter, higher than the estimates of 906 million. They also reported higher than expected free cash flow of 14.1 billion. Analysts currently rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 7%. And missing expectations in the pre-market this morning was Boeing. They had a Q4 loss per share of $1.75, missing expectations by $1.95. Meanwhile, their revenue of $19.98 billion did grow 35% year over year, but came in $120 million shy of estimates. Analysts currently rate the Boeing stock a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 5%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by MSP Recovery, though I wasn't able to find any distinct news. Trading under the ticker LIFW, the stock is up 5.45%. They're followed by News Class B under NWS, up 4.8%, and Federal Signal under FSS, up 3.5%. And our biggest losers this morning are led by Digital Bridge Group after they reported their earnings yesterday. Trading under the ticker DBRG, their stock is down 10.85%. They're followed by Intuitive Surgical under ISRG, down 8.9%, and Vishay Intertechnology under VSH, down about 7.5%. So that is going to be everything for Wednesday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. I will miss you guys over the next few days, but trust me, it's not going to be a fun long weekend for me, but I'll be back here on Monday. If you made it to the end of today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here next week.